Oh, I think that's close to a mountain, TBC. I don't know. I'm not looking into it, to be honest. Do I remember the time when people put their emails out on purpose like a car sticker because spam didn't exist? I know, right? Do you guys remember when we used to send e-cards to each other using AOL? Oh, e-cards. What a blast from the past that was. The Whirlwind Axe today? Possibly not. If we can get level 34/35, I'll be happy. We start killing those trolls, slowly making our way there. God, that truly was the time, wasn't it? Those were the days. Those were the days. Sending an e-card to someone with a toolbar you downloaded from Ask Jeeves and a purple monkey that gave your PC more viruses than currently exist. What do I think about personalized discounts? I mean, obviously, on the surface, I hate it. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's placing capitalism above individuality. But from a personal point of view, as long as my discount's better than yours, go for it. Obviously, I hate the... No, I'm being serious. I'm being silly. Capitalism is finding more and more ways to be more and more invasive and insidious and extract more and more profit from more and more people. And I think it's just getting kind of draining right now. Obviously, games have done it for a while. Mobile phone games have done individual pricing for quite some time. If you've ever played those old kind of base builder or match 3 puzzle games and you've gone to the cash shop pages and they're like, get 400 gems for $3.17. Those prices were actually customized to each individual person. They were customized to what they thought you would pay. Feels more like personalized price increases as long as they know you'll pay it. Yeah, absolutely. They know you'll pay it. That's the problem. The fact they know you'll pay it. Also, guys, if you look up the price of a flight to anywhere, it stores a cookie on your computer that you've looked up the price for that flight. The more you keep returning to that page, the more cookies it shows that you've generated, and the price for the flight slowly starts to increase. They have done personalized flight pricing for a while now, because they realize the more you return back to the page, the more desperate you are getting and the closer it is getting to the actual flight leaving. So it is sometimes an idea to delete the cookies off your computer before you go and search for a price for a flight, or search for it either on your phone or on someone else's phone. It's crazy how you can see the price changes. Yeah, personalized pricing is something that's going to be coming into effect across, I would say, many businesses, where instead of saying this is the price for something, they work out what the highest amount is that you could feasibly pay, and then work out whether that is going to get them a profit, and then charge that. There are some countries that have even got fines that are based on your income. So, if you're caught speeding, instead of paying X amount of money, you actually pay X% amount of your monthly income. So there's I'm sure there was it Sweden or Finland? I think it was Finland. Yeah, there was a $25,000 speeding ticket because the person that was caught speeding was an incredibly rich person. Income-based fines. Because if the punishment for something is a fine, what that thing actually is legal for rich people. And it sucks to say that, but that is what it is. If the punishment is a fine and nothing else, it's legal for rich people. Because I remember, sometimes there's like a fine and points. Sometimes there's a fine and you also get a criminal record. I get that. But it is gamified real life. If the only punishment is you must pay an amount of money to do this, then as long as the amount of money is something you can afford, it's not actually a detriment. I do remember when I was in London a couple of years ago now, and a very wealthy friend of mine came to have dinner with us. It was me and like 3 or 4 friends at the time. And they drove up in a car and they parked on a double yellow line and then got out. And I'm like, you can't park there. And I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, you can, it just costs £500. And I'm like, I hate the fact that you're right. Because to him, just paying the fine to park there was far easier than not parking there. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. People don't believe it. People think, oh, this guy's just going to be, he's not going to be doing that. But yeah, they were. I don't believe that the punishment for something should be a fixed penalty fine, because that means that the damage that thing does to you, or the damage that thing kind of has, actually varies based on the wealth of the person that does it. So if, for example, the fine for littering is £100, someone that doesn't have £100 to their name, that crime would absolutely wreck them. Committing that crime would leave them destitute. It's not even a crime, it's a statute, but breaking that specific statute would financially cripple them. However, if someone is a multi-millionaire, then committing that crime or breaking that statute is just a bit of an inconvenience, which I think is silly. Because what they're saying is, hey, don't do this, but if you can afford to do it, fine. And I dislike that. I dislike the fact. Let's go back this way. I very much dislike the fact that if the punishment for something is paying an amount of money, you're only dissuading people who don't have money from doing it. People who do will just be like, yeah, it's fine, I'll do it. I'll just pay the fine. Exactly. Scandinavia and Finland, I think, do have scalable fines based on income, which is great. That's fantastic. Those countries seem to have got some stuff sorted out. Exactly. If the punishment for a crime is a fine, then it means legal for rich people. Finland is part of Scandinavia. I don't understand how the Nordic countries work. I don't pretend to. My geography starts and stops at England. Isn't Scandinavia basically Finland, Sweden, and Norway? I don't know. They all seem like really nice places, though. Oh, God, I don't know if it's a thing outside Germany, but here there's a grey market where you can hire someone to take the blame and then pay them to be able to keep the driver's license. I have heard that as a thing in some countries. I mean, in some countries, you can pay someone to stand in line for you. In some countries, you can pay someone to take a punishment for you. There are certain... I don't know if it's legal. I'm sure I remember reading a story of some mafia stuff in the past. I don't know if it was the UK, the Irish, or the American kind of gangster culture. But if someone had to go down for a crime, they could pay kind of a lower ranked member of the crew to go to jail to save someone higher up. And then when that person comes out, they just pay them lots of money. So there's a way to do it. Justice being paid to win? No. No. Yeah, it's been that way for a while.